Good morning. Happy Wednesday, my friends. I'm excited to paint this morning. I got up bright and early and I was working on some things for my newsletter, and now I have my favorite part of the day is painting time. And I love Wednesdays when you guys hang out with me while I paint. Good morning, everyone. So I'm back in my studio. I was at my daughter's last weekend, or last Wednesday. It wasn't last weekend. It felt like a weekend. Good morning, Carol Ann. Good morning, Ellen. Gathering my thoughts. I was cleaning up my palette. I was working on something yesterday, and sometimes I'll save like my leftover paint and do an abstract painting with it. So I had some really gorgeous colors from my painting yesterday, and so I just had to move them out of the way and clean up and make space. Good morning, Barb, for today's painting. But I held on to them because, you know, when you make these beautiful little piles of color, like I just hate wasting them, and I've been loving doing abstracts. I've been having so much fun with them. So maybe I'll get around to that today. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let me turn around and show you what I'm going to paint. Good morning, Susie. It's hellebores because it is officially hellebore season. For anyone who doesn't know, I missed these flowers. Like, I didn't know about them until a couple of years ago. They are the first flower to bloom, and often in the snow they'll pop up. And I have 2 hellebore plants. I'd like to get some more. I just kind of have them on the other side of my house. Michael says my mom and I painted hellebores yesterday. Yes, I do love them. They're so delicate and pretty, and they are the epitome of knowing that spring is on its way, which, you know, I'm always ready for that. I love warm weather. And I love that the day is, daylight is lasting longer. Catherine said, I just found out about him a few days ago. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't. I do know how I didn't know. I don't like to go out when it's cold, and so I never noticed them before. So I need to mix greens, and I love when I did. I don't know what I did with my painting from yesterday. I love these colors that kind of mix the green and the reds together. Those colors you can't quite name, greenish red. So that's always a fun challenge, and my background colors. So it's a pretty simple palette. So I'm going to pull this down here and mix my colors first, which is what I always suggest people do. It keeps your painting more cohesive, I think, if you mix your colors. Plus, then once you dive into painting, you can totally focus on it and not be thinking about other things, which is, like for me, so easy to do, to kind of fall off task and think of a million other things. I'm going to add a little bit of brown. I want to keep like my shadow areas warmer. So I need a really dark green. I'll put that up here. And then I'm going to keep that color and add something to it. Something. What is something? I'm going to add... I think Indian yellow. I just love mixing colors. That's beautiful. So I have a little bit of phthalo green here, which is a cooler green, and I'm going to add lemon yellow. I don't actually have any. I forgot to put all my colors out. I've been playing around with this color, Yellow Lake. I have like my set colors that I use all the time, but I do love to mix things up and try out different colors. It's just so fun. I'm putting my lid on. Sorry about that. Do you ever add cold wax to your oils? No, I think I did try it one time in my inspiring art group, just kind of played around with it. Because yeah, you can use it kind of to thicken it, but that was like, I cold wax over my oils. I guess that might count, but I don't ever, that green was a little too wonky, so I added a little bit of sap green, a little more yellow in there. And that's really pretty. Some of the greens in there have a little bit of red in them too. So I think I'm going to make my row of color and then add some. There's a spot that has like, it's almost a whitish green. I'm mixing for that. It speeds up the dry. Oh, does it speed up the drying time? I do have cold wax. I've cold waxed over top of paintings, but I don't ever. Just one time I did it to kind of thicken it, make it really thick impasto marks, which is really fun. Hellebores love shade and moist conditions. Oh, that's great to know. Maybe that's why they do so well on the other side of my garage. All right, those are really nice greens. So I feel like in my kind of medium value, there's some greens that have red in them. So I'm going to just do that quick before I start mixing red. So I'm going to take like this medium green, maybe a little bit of this one, and add just a little bit of magenta in there. That might have been too much. No, I don't think so. So that desaturates it. Put that right there, and let me, no, I don't want that green. No, wait a minute, I'm gonna clean my palette knife off. Put a little bit more sap green in there. Maybe a little bit of what I have of my Indian yellow. I might have to get more of that out. Yeah, that's a really nice muted green. Just what I needed. Okay, now we'll do reds and then background colors. We're going to keep the palette very simple. Sorry, I bumped you. I need a sip of my coffee. I think I'm almost finished. I was going to make a second pot today, but I didn't have time. Guess I could do that later. Today is not over yet. Let me get a little bit more of that out. Sorry. Oh, I had to sneeze. All right, 2 dots of that. Thank you. Brazil. Oh yeah, where's everybody listening from? Gonna darken that for like the dark insides of the flowers. I'm gonna put some brown in there to make that really warm and dark, like I did with the green. I'm gonna clean my knife off. Keeping your palette knife clean when you dip it into other colors is really important. I'm gonna try lightening it with this. This is a shiprock color that I got from Vasari that I love. Chicago, Mississippi Gulf Coast. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh, fun. I don't know what that said. North Carolina, near Austin, Texas. That is gorgeous. Do that. I'm going to lighten it with that same color, a little more shiprock. And that has a little bit of green on there, but that's okay because it'll desaturate it a little bit. Allie's in Queens. How are you, Allie? That got a little too something, and I think it needs some red. Let me find a red tube here. Like not magenta and not my pink. I want a red. Let me see what I've got. How about I'm going to use some Peril red. This is a Michael Harding red. I wouldn't have said looking at the image that there was much red in it, but there really is. It's fun to play with it anyway. Good morning, Shelley in Virginia. Yeah, that's really nice. And even sometimes I'll do that. I'll find a color that I have here and try and mix something up, and it'll get a little, it won't be what I was aiming for, but that's okay because it's still good just to experiment. I'm going to do a little bit of even brighter, just to do a little pop of color. I'm going to get, I have some of that shiprock here. I'll just add this in. See what it looks like. I said you rock. Thanks. You rock and shiprock. I need just a little bit of Indian yellow. When I taught my workshop last weekend, we used a lot of Indian yellow. And now I feel like I need to go shopping for more. No, I can't find it. Just give me a second. I have a different Indian yellow. I'll try it. This is a Gamblin Indian yellow. We'll see how we like it. It's good to try different brands too, because they're all different. I thought when I started painting, I would never in a million years be able to learn all the names of all the colors of the paints. And I wouldn't say that I know them all yet, but I know a lot. And I do love learning about them. Now I need to lighten that a little bit more. I think I'm actually going to put a little white in there and see what it looks like. Titanium white. That's really pretty. And I do see some highlighted areas that have something like that. And even lighter. Crazy white. And then I need some grays and neutrals for the background. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm going to clean off my palette knife again. I need whites. I need a little more of my shiprock color and a shadow. Oh, there's colors. There's some gray kind of colors in the vase, and I'm playing around with this Davies gray. This is an old tube I had. It's really thick, but it'll make a nice gray for the tube. So I'll get that out, and I need white or white paint. Allie says, love watching your color mixing process. So much experience in your choices. It's so much fun. Did you order your Rosemary & Company brushes, Allie? And did you get the one that I love, the Eclipse Short Flat? Okay, so in the background, there's kind of a nice neutral. So I want to just mix some neutrals. This is another Vasari color that I love. And where did I put it? Oh, it's this color. French Raw Sienna Light. Literally about to order Davies Gray for my watercolors. Anxious to see it in oil. Oh, yes. It is a really nice neutral gray. I forgot about it. Do you ever forget what colors you have? I do. I need more. I'm just putting it all in. Going for it. So I want nice. I like that the palette is kind of very quiet and neutral. I need that a little darker. Let's put some Davies Gray in there. Under the words, got to move this up a little. So it's got a green tint to it. It's really pretty. Yes, Eclipse Short Flat, and also a new one, Evergreen Ultra Thins to try. You have to let me know how you like them, Allie. I'm gonna do white. Like, this is kind of an in-between. And then I'll do more of a pure white. Clean my palette knife off and take this. What a pretty palette. All right, I think I'm very, very happy. I think I'm happy with that. I don't know. We'll see. If we need to mix something more, we can. Did someone catch the name of that gray? I missed it. Oh, Jennifer, it's Davies Gray. It's an old tube that I have from Old Holland. Oop, thought I had it in there. Davies Gray. All right. I'll pull this up here. All right, so should I do like a pink background or should I do true colors? I'm trying to think, if I did all pink, would that be weird? Because then that's going to show through down in here. I don't know if I'd like that. I don't know if I'd hate it. Or I could do like a neutral kind of a brown. I don't know if that would make anything pop though. So maybe I'll just go with the true colors right now as my background. The colors of local colors? I don't know what the right term is. Okay. I do have some of this. I'm just going to block in where things are. Let me say this gives me confidence that I'm putting things where it belongs. Oh, maybe I'll get a little bit of my permanent rose out just because, why not? And I have that other Indian yellow to try. I have this down too low here. This needs to go. Like that, I think. This is really much more green than it is. I love this particular bloom. I guess is the correct term for it, because it had so much green in it. I have to go look and see how they're looking today, my hellebores. I got that one in. It's looking a little more round. This bud. See how those petals, they look like green petals, but they actually have so much pink in them that it almost looks like they're I think that's good. I want to really try to keep my brush strokes very simple, if I can. It's always a goal, not always accomplished. Right, this one big leaf. I did a whole photo shoot of these for my inspiring art group because we're going to paint them, and I'm making it like a little challenge where I give them a bunch of different ones to use as painting reference. So I set this up and shot tons of photos of them. Oh, I don't know why that crazy thing's there. Oh, well. Is this a type of rose? Yeah, I think so. I think it's actually called, it's like slang term or whatever, is Lenten rose. So it's rose maybe that comes up during Lent. That would make complete sense, wouldn't it? And it, yeah, blooms through, like it can bloom through the snow. I have my vase over a little bit to the left. Oh, it's buttercup family. Oh, thank you. The yes, I see the buttercupness. I feel like that background could be a little purple, but I'm just going to do a little bit of blue, a little bit of ultramarine blue, and a little magenta. Mix that for the background. This little reckless, crazy, and fun. And then down here it's all lighter. Should I do my manganese blue hue? Yeah, I think I will. Can't think of an alternative to do back here. They bloom all winter in my area of South Carolina along the coast. Oh, that's so nice. They're so pretty. Oh, there's a little green leaf under there. I don't know if I'm going to add that or not. You see that little leaf poking? It looks a little out of place. I might just not have that be part of the the composition. Are you painting on a panel? Yes, I'm painting on an ampersand gesso board. That looks really fun. All right, I'm closing up my medium. Should I do pigment sticks? Sure, why not? It's 8:21, we have plenty of time. I really want to keep my brush strokes simple today. Just setting an intention doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. Just never know. I say I always go into my paintings with an idea of what I want them to look like, but then I let go of that as I'm in the process because they're going to go on their own journey anyway. When I do commission paintings, I usually do like a few sample, like I paint it on a small panel to show to the client to make sure they're happy with my direction and to give me the confidence that I'm heading in the right direction. That's probably more than anything for big paintings. That is. And I will, what was I going to say? I always tell them it's not going to look just like the sample painting that I do because each painting kind of goes on its own journey, and I like to let that happen. It would take all the fun out of it if I tried to control everything. That's what I try to do with my painting, is let go of controlling anything, really. Whoops. Uh-oh, my pigment stick was a little mushy. Not gonna like that. Sometimes some are mushier than others. I don't need too much of that. And a little blue. Yeah, she's a good tip. Yeah, I'm working on a few commissions right now, and I'm really actually enjoying them. Sometimes they're scary to do, I gotta admit, because, you're always worried that you're going to paint something and it's not going to be what they have in mind. I mean, that's been my problem a little bit sometimes with marketing all these years. But how do you store your pigment sticks? Oh, well, the ones that I'm using here, I'll show you. I just have them in a little tub. I used to just have them in this open air, sitting in one of these little things from Target. But I put them in an airtight container now. I love each painting goes on. Yes, it totally does, Bonnie. And I like to let it go on its own journey. I think that's what I've been really loving about doing abstracts lately, is that journey is even less controllable when you're just letting your intuition guide you. And my intuition's pretty loud, so that's always fun to do. The more you listen to it, the louder it gets. She says, okay, RNF, I love the colors in the painting already. Me too, they are such neat colors. Very simple brush strokes. I just am reminding myself to do that. There's a cute little leaf right there. Loud is good. Yes, gotta always be listening to it. Oh, I love that right in there. That's probably going to leave, but I love that mix of that green and that purple right there. Gosh, when you put complementary colors next to each other, really yellow and purple, but the green and purple do it too. I just tried an abstract now. It's an art journal page. I love working in my art journal. Oh my gosh. There are mornings I wake up and that's all I want to do is that freedom of working in my art journal. And I haven't done it for a little while, so the itch is real. I gotta do it soon. Gosh, these colors are fun. All right, and another sip of my coffee. I need to think about what I'm doing. I would love for it to keep this kind of craziness all the way through. We'll see what happens. Need a little more of a darker something right here. Hi, Christina. Okay. Should I feel like I need to put a little of a background color in here because that purple's really drawing my eye. I'd love for a little bit of it to show through. We'll see what happens. And I'm not on a raised panel today because I've run out of them. And I have a couple smaller commissions that I need to do. So I put in a big order for art supplies yesterday. It's always a bit of a scary thing to hit send when it's super pricey, but can't live without them. Really pretty. I want to keep it that loose if I can. So fun. That'll be exciting when it arrives. Yes. What, my art supplies? Always. That's the best day when I know my new art supplies are on the front porch. It's like, yay. Ooh, I love the looseness of that. Now I'm not going to, one more fuss up here. I don't want it too purple at the very top, but I love that purple showing through. Violet, I guess it is. Love it. And I have a little bit in here and in here. Oh, what did Anita say? But so much fun when you unpack your order. Yes, it is the best. Where's everybody listening from this morning? I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Need just a little hint of a shadow. It doesn't need to be in the least bit dominant. Raleigh Lifestyles. It's in Raleigh. Get your painting ready for you. Yeah, I was in Raleigh. A friend of mine lived there for a while. What a fun place. I loved visiting there. My neighbor's son lived there for a while. He's in Philly now. But he loved it there. He went to school at NC State, I think, and loved it. I'm trying to keep it loose. Ellen's in Florida, Montgomeryville, PA. Where's Montgomeryville? I don't know if I know where Montgomeryville is. Let that blue show through, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to like the blue. Does the blue compete? No, I don't think it does. I think it adds. Sometimes you can do something and you have to ask yourself whether it's helping the painting or distracting, detracting. Either one of those words. I'm not sure what the right word is, but we don't want either one happening. My parents met at NC State. What a small world. Oh, I love that. What do you think? Do you like the shadow, or should I just totally get rid of it? Because I'm keeping this a little more abstract. I don't need to have it literally be anything. Just I think it looks good blue peeking through. Okay, good. I don't know if I think that shadow is adding to the painting. And I feel like my brush strokes of this were getting, as much as I hate making a brush dirty, I think I'm going to have to use a bigger brush. My Rosemary and Company. Or maybe I just need to pull this in and make it. You like the shadow, okay. And I'll just let it be kind of add purple to the shadow maybe. I think that would help it because I have purple up at the top there. That might not be a bad plan. Just do a little spit. Oh, I didn't really. I'm thinking I don't have purple here on my palette. That's because I mixed it myself. Just put a little bit in there. All right. I don't want to fuss. I'm fussing. What about more pink? Oh, yeah. In here. Oh, yeah. I need to work on all of that. Let me get the vase just a little bit more. All right. All right. All right. I got to get focused here. My darkest darks. And this is very dark in there and right here. All right, that's pretty. Oh gosh, the colors are fun. Now I should do a little bit more of my greens. Is there anything new with everybody? Anything fun going on? I'm trying to think what's new and fun with me. I don't know if anything is. Everything's, I feel a little more balanced. I'm back home. I was at my daughter's. I did my workshop. So I feel like now I can focus on, I need to make a lot more paintings, finish up some commissions and get them delivered. Because I feel like it'll be art show season in no time. Oh, I love the shades of flower in the middle. Yeah, me too. But I want to keep trying to hold on to that crazy, reckless fun. That pigment stick was a little thick right there. Taking a portrait demo workshop in pastel with Elaine Picard this week. Bonnie, that sounds like fun. Where's that? Is it online or in person? That sounds like a lot of fun. That's what I was playing around with the other day when I was at my daughter's, was doing like a really colorful self-portrait. And it was pretty fun. Are you doing as many art shows this year as you did last year? Anita, right now, I'm saying no, but we'll see if that all changes. I applied to more art shows, but you know, you never know what you'll get into. And just because you get in one year doesn't mean you'll get in the next. It is kind of a crazy process, because it has nothing to do with much except who the judges are and what other, people have applied and space and all those kinds of things. But they're all pretty close. Allie started a St. Patty's Day window. Oh, I love those. I love your windows. I can't wait to see them. I love the looseness up there of that. I don't want to mess that up. Just thinking what I need to do here. There's a nice, okay, I don't like this. No, wait, this is distracting me. I made that edge harder right there, and now that looked a little sloppy to me. And I need to come in with that. Sometimes hard edges like that are so tricky. Yes, I love Allie's windows. You want to tell everybody where they are by you in case anyone lives near you and wants to go see them? I don't think I'm making it in that direction anytime soon, but I do have Mike's family lives in, I'm sure I told you before, they live like in Rockaway Beach in Bell Harbor. So every now and then I make it up there, but I haven't recently. We keep talking about getting together. Of course, that's such a fun place to go in the summer, more so than now. Cleaning my brush. I'm thinking about, I can start thinking about values. I'm working on some of my darks, lights, and I don't want to get precious, but it's so hard not to. It's in Sunnyside, Queens. Lots of Irish bars and pubs. That's so fun. And that's right near where you live, Allie? Like, is it walking distance? Like, do you have to take all kinds of stuff with you? And does it take you, how long does it take you to do one of the windows? I'm sure it depends on how many windows there are and all that kind of thing. But on average, can you do a window in like, I don't know, how long? 5 hours? 2 hours? 100 hours? And Ellen said, Allie, fun. You're so great at doing those windows. They are so fun. I did 5 to 6 hours. Okay, I guessed that pretty close, didn't I? And then do you have to go clean them off at the end? Or do the people, the bar owners, do they clean the windows in the end? Do you post your window displays on IG? I think she does. You know what? I mean, you might already do this. Like, I don't want to overstep and say something stupid, but do you ever do like your own little bar tour? And like just, I don't know how close they are in proximity to each other, but, or even you could do it in pieces, but to do a reel where it's like you're taking us on a tour to see all the ones you did. I think that would be so fun. That people clean them off. That's good. Yeah, because that would not be a very fun thing to do. But I personally don't like cleaning anything. So, Allie's windows are fabulous. Yes, they are. Now I have to look for my lightest lights. Am I there? Kind of. I think I'm kind of ready for my lighter lights. Let me get this. This needs to go a little. And there's a little red in there. That's so pretty. I need just that little, it's a reflection or, oh, it's a leaf that has the red on it, I think. I'm just putting that down in there. Christmas time, I did a walking tour. It was fun. But a reel's a good idea. Yes, because then you could clip it together. You could even film it as you finish if they're not close to each other. Because everybody would love to see them all. I'm going to let that color in there show. That little, I love the pops of pigment stick color. Usually it's good because the season changed and it's time. I like one bagel store still has the winter holiday windows up. And I'm like, enough, it's time to remove it. Yeah. Well, in all honesty, we still have a few Christmas things out on our front porch. Sometimes it's just, there's never time to get all the things done. But it is time to take down Christmas. Hopefully this weekend. Although I do like in the winter, like if you're out walking at night, that there's a little pop of lights. Something pretty to see. It's hard. I want to let these fun colors show, but I'm afraid that it doesn't read as a flower yet. I think so. I saw the eye and told him to take it down. Yeah. That reads as a flower. I think that's good because I feel like if I do too much in there, I'm going to lose all of that fun pop, that fun je ne sais quoi. I don't know what word to use. It's a dumb one, but that's exactly what I mean. Fun little I don't know what. To use regular acrylic paint? Oh, that's a good question, Ellen. Oops, I need to go. Really light. Holding my breath a little bit. The first layer is outdoor white paint. It gives a good base so the colors pop. Oh, that's such a good idea. That makes total sense. I can start rolling into my lightest light soon. Pretty much there. I need this edge. It is pretty fun. Oh, I didn't use that fun pop of red yet either. I think we need to add that in here. Yes, we do. Let me get that. Where should I put that? Maybe in here. Yep, that's nice. The highlights, yes. Always the highlights at the very end. I think it might be time. What do you think? Am I ready for that? Always takes all the patience to wait to add these. Whoops. My brush was a little longer there than I realized. Just the little kisses of the lightest lights. photo is nice, but I love the painting so much more. It turned out so good. Thank you. That's always the goal, is to have it look better than the reference image. Because you have to let that kind of personality of it show. All right, I need some lights in here. All right, do we see spots of light that I'm missing? That's good. You have the magic touch with those last brush strokes. Yeah, I do sell my demo pieces. I'll list this on my website for sale. Yeah, I do. Because they're nice little pieces to frame. Or you could just prop it on a shelf too, but it's on a flat panel. All right, what do we see that I'm missing? Do I have my darkest darks, my lightest lights? I like my little pops of color. I see, it's about 1/2 inch. It's my Triquel brush that I love. I feel like this needs to be dark. Here's another color I didn't use. Purple top left. This. I think I should let that go. I kind of love it, Ellen. I'll just do just this little. I love the choppiness. Like that spot is how I would love all my paintings to look. I don't know why I can't get there from here, but I'll never stop trying. It is pretty loose, which is always my goal. Let's do a little lighter right there. Any other lightest light greens? This is a little, oops. Oh, I had a little rogue hair on my brush. On the left. Very passionate. Oh, I love that. On the left. This could use a little. Oh, yeah, I have a crazy hair on my brush that's sticking out. That's irritating. That might need to thrown away. And I could add little pops like that. All right, do we see anything else? A little dark here. What time is it? 8:49. We're still really good on time. The darkest dark. And maybe a little. All right. Am I making it better, or am I just fussing with it? Oh, I see. One more thing. This tangent point there where that meets with that leaf looked weird. So I had to pull that down so that wasn't meeting at the same spot. Is there some background space above the bottom left? Oh, yes. That's a good one. That will give it some definition. With this crazy brush. Yep, that separated that nicely. Thank you. How about a light highlight on the bottom of the glass edge? On the outside or, oh, right there. Okay, I see that, Ellen. Mm-hmm. Yep. That was nice. I like the blue in there. I like the pink showing. That does have the littlest kiss of a highlight right here that is really pretty. I kind of would love for that to have a lost edge right there. I love a lost edge. And maybe one more thing, and then I got to put my brush down. Just put your brush down. I gotta go back here and gosh, my brush. I think I'm gonna have to throw this one away. Oh, I like that mark. I'm not gonna mess that up. Okay, let me sign it, and then I'll show it to you up close. Throw my brush out because that rogue hair is not gonna get better. Oh, thank you, Barb. Okay, so there is my reference image. And then I'll see if I can get in there so you can see little bits of, like, I love those colors, and I love that. Even that, I love the spontaneousness of it. And then here's my gorgeous palette, so I think I'm gonna have to do an abstract quick before I finish out my day. Well, it's not finished. If anyone's in my Inspiring Art group, I'm going to do hellebores today, but I'm going to do it in acrylics, playing around with that. Those black leaves are my fave. Thank you, Allie. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me, guys. And I will see you again next week. I'm thinking what else is new. I'll save this on my YouTube channel if you want to watch it later. Yes, Tanya, it doesn't take a lot of paint to do a small painting, which is really nice. So thanks for coming and hanging out, and see you again next week. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.